Loretta Hayes is 74 and lives alone, and she will tell you plainly she is not giving up her small comforts for anybody. Her evening shows, her good coffee, her hair done every few weeks. She thought saving money meant surrendering all of it, so for years she never tried. Then, last winter, she found out the truth, that hundreds of dollars were leaking out of her budget every month, and not $1 of it was buying her anything she actually enjoyed. She cut nothing that mattered, and saved hundreds anyway. The single move that saved her the most is number 1 on this list. She is not alone in this. Millions of seniors living by themselves are doing the same thing right now. The money most seniors lose isn't going toward comfort. It's invisible waste, the overcharge, the forgotten fee, the price you pay only because no one told you not to. You can keep every single thing you love and still save hundreds by changing how you pay, not what you enjoy. Loretta's story runs through everything that follows. Number 14 keeps your shows and cuts the bill by 2/3. Number 9 keeps your medicine and slashes what you pay for it. And number 1 is the move that saved Loretta the most while she gave up nothing at all. These 20 ways aren't about doing without. They're about paying less for the exact same life. Hit that subscribe button. Let's count them down. Number 20. Call and negotiate every bill you have. This costs nothing but 10 minutes, and you keep the service exactly as it is. You call the cable, internet, or phone company, mention you're thinking of leaving, and let them route you to the retention department, whose whole job is keeping you. A better rate you never knew existed appears on the spot. Providers keep 2 prices, the one they publish and the one they give when you push back. Loretta cut $30 a month off her internet in one call and never lost a single channel. Her late husband haggled every price he ever paid. Not a downgrade. The same service, at the price they only give people who ask. Number 19. Break the bundle and keep your shows. The cable bundle is the biggest quiet overcharge most seniors carry, stuffed with broadcast fees, box rentals, and channels never watched. The average bundle runs well over $100 a month, most of it fees for things you never watch. You drop the TV package and the landline, keep internet only, add one cheap streaming service, and a one-time antenna for local news. That routinely takes a $200 bill down to $60. Loretta watches every program she loves, just delivered a cheaper way. Her mother owned the family radio outright, and it played free for decades. Not less television. The same shows, for 1/3 of the cost. Number 18. Hunt down the subscriptions you forgot. This one is pure invisible waste. Money for things you don't even use. You pull 3 months of statements, circle every recurring charge, and cancel only what you'd forgotten you were paying for. That alone saves $100 to $500 a year with no change to your life. Surveys find people badly underestimate their subscription spending, often by more than $200 a month. Loretta found a service still charging her that she hadn't opened in over a year. The companies count on you never looking. Her husband balanced every account by hand at the table, not giving anything up, cutting charges for things you'd already stopped enjoying. Number 17. Subscribe to one streaming service at a time. You don't need 5 streaming services running at once. You keep one, watch what you want, and rotate to another only when there's something new you actually want to see. Streaming lets you stop and restart any time, so nothing is lost by pausing what you're not using. This one-at-a-time method keeps all the entertainment and drops most of the cost. Loretta keeps a single service now and switches when a show she loves comes out. She watches everything she ever did. Her generation waited all week for one radio program and treasured it, not less to watch. The same shows, one bill instead of 5. Number 16, ask every store and provider for the senior rate. Half the discounts in this country are never advertised. You simply have to ask. You ask at the pharmacy, the grocery, the hardware store, the utility, every single time. Used consistently, senior discounts save $200 to $500 a year on the exact things you already buy. Kohl's gives 15% off on Wednesdays, and dozens of chains and pharmacies run their own senior days. Loretta shops those days now and asks everywhere else besides. The worst answer is no, and no costs nothing. Her mother never paid full price for anything without first asking. Not buying less, paying less for the same cart.
Before we go on, I made something special for you. Guides for people like us who still believe the old ways mattered. They're the forgotten money habits our grandparents lived by, tricks that could save you thousands a year. But this knowledge is disappearing, and once it's gone for good. I've put together 2 books for you plus a free bonus. Imagine how much you could save over the next year by starting today. Scan the QR code on screen now or click the link below. I'll wait.
Number 15. Make your home more comfortable and cheaper at once. This is the rare one that saves money by improving your life. You swap old bulbs for LED bulbs that use 75% less power, seal the drafts around doors and windows, and set a smart thermostat. Up to 1/5 of a home's heating and cooling bill escapes straight through unsealed gaps and old bulbs. The house gets warmer in winter, cooler in summer, and cheaper year-round. Loretta sealed the draft under her back door, and her front room finally felt right for the first time in years. Her father stuffed rags in the window sashes each fall, not sacrificing comfort, buying more of it for less money. Number 14. Switch and bundle your insurance. Loyalty to an insurance company is one of the most expensive habits there is, and switching costs you nothing you value. You get 3 fresh quotes at renewal, ask what bundling home and auto saves, and you often get a refund for the unused portion of the old policy. Insurers quietly raise the premium at renewal and count on you never getting a competing quote. The coverage stays the same or better. Loretta reshopped a policy she'd auto-renewed for 6 years and cut it nearly in half. Her husband reviewed every policy he held once a year. Not less protection. The identical coverage for hundreds of dollars less. Now here is the idea that ties this whole list together. The money you're losing is not going toward your comfort. It's invisible waste. The overcharge on a bill you never questioned. The fee for a service you forgot. The full price you paid only because no one told you a discount existed. You can eat the same food, watch the same shows, keep your home just as warm, and still save hundreds a month, because none of that waste was ever buying you anything. Add it up, the negotiated bill, $100 a month. The subscription audit, up to $500 a year. The senior discounts, another few hundred. The unclaimed benefits, thousands. And here is why it matters now. This year's cost of living raise was about $56 a month, and the Medicare Part B premium climbed to $202.90, eating nearly a third of it before it arrived. Senior poverty is at 15%, the highest of any age group. The waste you close is the raise you never got. Number 13. Prepay the annual bills for the discount. This one saves money simply by changing when you pay. Many providers, including insurance, subscriptions, and some utilities, quietly discount the customer who pays the year up front, because monthly billing carries fees and risk for them. Monthly billing hides processing costs that a single annual payment lets them waive. You ask each one whether paying annually earns a lower rate. Loretta switched 2 bills to annual and pocketed the difference on both. Over a year, that one change can add up to a full month of a bill, free. Her mother paid cash up front whenever it earned a better price, not going without. The identical service, discounted for paying the way they prefer. Number 12. Run the free benefits screening. Most of the biggest help goes unclaimed because no one applies, and applying takes one sitting. You go to the free benefits checkup tool from the National Council on Aging or a helper at the senior center, and it screens you against thousands of programs, food, utilities, health care, prescriptions, all at once. The National Council on Aging estimates $58 billion in senior benefits goes unclaimed every year. Loretta ran it in one afternoon, and 6 programs came back she qualified for. She'd assumed for years she earned too much. Her generation never left owed money on the table, not charity. A free 10 minutes that shows you exactly what's already yours. Number 11. Apply for a Medicare savings program. This one pays your Medicare Part B premium outright, over $200 a month back in your pocket, about $2,400 a year. The programs go by QMB, SLMB, and QI, and many seniors qualify without realizing it, since the income rules differ from Medicaid. Some who narrowly miss Medicaid still qualify because these programs count income a different way. Your coverage doesn't change at all. Loretta had watched that premium eat her raise every January until she applied. Her generation paid their own way, but never refused what they'd earned. Not a benefit lost. A premium you simply stop paying, coverage untouched. Number 10. Claim Medicare extra help for your prescriptions. This one keeps every pill and slashes what you pay for it. Extra help, the low-income subsidy, cuts your Part D premiums, deductibles, and copays. The Social Security Administration values it at roughly $5,700 a year per person. Many never apply because they wrongly think it's only for people on Medicaid. You apply through Social Security in one form. Loretta's prescription costs dropped to a fraction of what they'd been, the same medicines exactly. Her generation asked before signing anything. Not a medication skipped. The same prescriptions at a fraction of the price. Number 9. Ask the pharmacist to run the cash price too. The insurance copay is not always the lowest price, and in 2026 it often isn't. You ask the pharmacist to run your generic both ways through insurance and with a discount app like GoodRx, and pay whichever is lower. A drug that costs $15 on your copay might be $5 with a coupon. You are never required to run a prescription through insurance when the cash price beats it. Loretta cut a maintenance drug to a third by asking one question at the counter. Her mother questioned every price, especially on medicine. Not a compromise on your health. The identical pills for the lower number. Number 8. Apply for LIHEAP and keep the heat where you like it. The heating bill is the one that wrecks a fixed income, and this program pays part of it so you never have to sit cold. LIHEAP pays a lump sum straight to your utility, most often between $200 and $1,000 a year, and on Social Security alone, you very likely qualify. The money runs out fast each season, so applying early is the difference between getting it and missing it. You keep the house as warm as you want. Loretta applied in the fall and stopped rationing her thermostat that winter. Her father laid in the coal before the first frost. Not a colder house. The same warmth, with the bill partly paid. Now, go back to the winter this all changed for Loretta, because at first she wanted no part of it. She had watched a friend save money by turning her heat down to 60 and dropping every small pleasure she had, and Loretta decided she would rather be a little broke than live like that. She loved her evening shows. She loved her coffee out with a friend on Fridays. She loved having her hair done. To her, cutting costs meant cutting all of it, and she wasn't willing. Then her niece sat with her one afternoon, went through the bills, and showed her something that stopped her cold: the cable overcharge, the forgotten subscription, the Part B premium she could stop paying, the prescription she was overpaying for. Every dollar they found was money that had never bought her a moment of joy. She kept the shows, the coffee, the hair, all of it. She just stopped paying for the waste around them. That was the afternoon Loretta stopped being afraid of the word saving. Number 7. Eat out at lunch instead of dinner. You don't give up the restaurant you love, you visit it at a cheaper hour. The same kitchen, the same dishes, often the very same menu, runs far less at lunch than at dinner, and the early bird hours cut it further. Many restaurants serve the identical dishes at lunch for several dollars less than the dinner menu charges. You keep the outing and the treat entirely. Loretta and her friend moved their Friday meal to lunch and barely noticed, except on the check. Her generation knew every diner's blue plate special by heart, not skipping the meal out, the same meal at the lower-priced hour. Number 6. Use the library for what you'd otherwise buy. The library quietly replaces a stack of paid services, and it costs nothing. Books, large print books, movies, music, magazines, newspapers, free internet, one card in place of several subscriptions. For a senior on a fixed income, that single card can replace $40 or $50 a month of paid services. You lose none of it. You just stop paying. Loretta canceled a streaming service once she found the library carried the same films. Her generation treated the library as a second living room, not doing without your entertainment, getting the same books and films for free. Number 5. Batch your errands into one trip. You keep going everywhere you go. You just do it smarter. You hold a running list and run everything in one loop: the pharmacy, the bank, the grocery, the visit, on a single outing. The gas and the wear both drop, and so does the tiredness. Every extra trip to town is another chance to spend on something that was never on the list. Loretta plans one loop a week now and gets everything done in an afternoon. Her father planned every trip to town because fuel and time were never free. Not staying home, the same errands, at half the driving. Number 4. Set up the free bill tracking tools. Watching every charge by hand is hard, so a free app does the tedious part for you. Tools like Rocket Money read your statements, flag every recurring charge and price increase, and surface the waste you'd never spot. The premium versions will even cancel the dead subscriptions and negotiate the bills for you. You change nothing about your life. You just see clearly. Loretta's niece set one up for her, and it caught 2 quiet price hikes the first month. The companies bank on you not noticing. Her generation checked every figure by hand. Not extra work. A free tool doing the watching for you. Number 3. Know the true price of everything. You keep buying exactly what you buy. You just stop being fooled about it. You hold a small notebook of the regular price of what you buy most and the true amount of every bill. Once you know the real numbers, a fake sale is obvious, and a quiet creep gets caught early. A special is only a deal to someone who doesn't already know the regular price. Loretta checks her list against the tags and the statements both. Her mother carried every price in her head and could not be tricked at any counter. Not shopping less, shopping with your eyes open so nothing overcharges you twice. Number 2, wait a little before any purchase. You don't forbid yourself anything, you just give the want a moment to prove itself. Before buying anything beyond food or medicine, you wait a day or two. If you still want it, you buy it with a clear conscience. If you forgot, it was never worth the money. A want that vanishes overnight was never a need. The pause costs nothing, and it never once made her life smaller. Loretta finds most of what she almost bought she can no longer even remember. Her mother, shaped by hard years, never once spent in a hurry. Not denying yourself, letting time sort the real wants from the passing ones. Number 1, claim and audit everything, all at once, the same life, hundreds cheaper. Here is the move that saved Loretta the most, and it gave up nothing at all. Do not chase these one at a time over months. You take one afternoon, sit down with the free benefits checkup screening and 3 months of your own bills, and do it all together. Apply for every program you qualify for, negotiate every bill, and cancel every dead charge in a single sitting. The programs stack, one approval unlocking the next, and the negotiated bills and closed leaks pile on top. The reason seniors overpay for the very same life isn't bad budgeting. It's unclaimed help and invisible waste, sitting untouched because no one did the one afternoon of work. Loretta spent that afternoon with her niece and cut hundreds of dollars a month the next statement, and kept her shows, her coffee, her hair, and her warm house, every bit of it. The food never changed. The comforts never changed. Only the waste did. The trick was never going without. The trick was claiming what was already hers and paying less for the exact same life. None of this required a bigger check, a financial advisor, or giving up one thing Loretta loved. It required attention, the willingness to look plainly at where the money was going, and to see how little of it was buying her anything at all. The whole system is built so that a senior living alone quietly overpays and quietly assumes that saving means suffering. It doesn't. The waste is real, the help is real, and closing both changes nothing about the life you enjoy. It only changes the price. Loretta Hayes is 74 and lives alone, and she saves hundreds of dollars every month now while eating the same food, watching the same shows, drinking the same coffee, and keeping her home just as warm as she likes it. She was never willing to give up her comforts, and it turned out she never had to. She sleeps easier now, not because she has more, but because she finally understands where her money goes. That was the whole secret she'd been missing. The comforts were never the problem. The waste around them was the problem. And the waste, unlike the joy, is something you can simply let go. You were never the problem, and neither was the life you built. The system was charging you for silence, and silence is the one thing you can stop giving it today.